On this episode of The Negative Nomad, we're going to be on the Carnival Dream, and we're going to take a tour of this entire boat. I'm going to show you the places where you want to eat, where you want to drink, where you want to relax, and where you want to have a good time. The Carnival Dream is part of the Dream class of ships within Carnival, and it can accommodate up to 3,600 guests. And the very first view you're going to have when you board this ship is right here at the atrium. And this is kind of the hub of things. This is where you're going to have a bar, this is where all the elevators are located, and a lot of the shopping. Now, when anybody thinks about going on a cruise, this is what they're thinking about. Laying out by the pool, catching some rays, having a waiter bring you all your drinks, and just total, complete relaxation. And you're going to get that here if you don't mind the loud music and a bunch of crowds. Also, through the week, they have a few events on this deck where they'll have something like a drink mixing contest, which is basically a bunch of college kids mixing random stuff together to just get totally hammered. I wouldn't recommend any of it, though. And this is by far the most popular event on the pool deck, and it's the hairy chest competition. And everyone, and I mean everyone, comes out to see this thing. It's pretty funny.
You gotta say something, my boy.
All right, 2 floors above the main pool is Carnival Waterworks. Now, of course, the kids will love it, and so does the adults. All right, one nice thing that I like is they take the pool at night and they convert it into the dive-in movie. And here they'll show a relatively new movie. Now, if you want to get a good seat, you're going to have to be here about an hour early because the seat savers are going to show up and they're going to cover these seats in bags and towels and everything else to lay claim to them. You know, and if something happens to get moved, who's going to know? All right, we're going to stay on the Lido Deck and we're going to talk about food. Now, this is the Blue Iguana Cantina. And if you want a good taco or a good burrito, this is the spot. Now, I've been on many cruises and I've always avoided this place, and I don't know why, because it's freaking good. All right, you can get chicken, fish, and beef tacos, and all the toppings you can imagine. One cool little thing about it is the tortillas are made fresh. Pretty neat. It is really good. It's a tiny little taco, though. On the other side of the Lido Deck is Guy's Burger Joint. Well, if you just want a hamburger, a cheeseburger, some fries, well, this is where you're going to go. Now, to finish out your burger, you go over to the toppings bar. You can get everything else. Your onions, your tomatoes, your lettuce, your bacon, and whatever else you happen to be looking for. For any of y'all who may have seen my review on Sunshine Carnival, you heard me talk about Guy's Burgers and just saying it was a plain old burger. There was nothing special about it. Well, I'm going to give it another try. See if maybe I just had a bad experience or just maybe my taste buds changed. Who knows? Still just plain old burger. Ain't nothing that great about it. It's good, but just plain old burger. Now, once we go to the back of the boat on the Lido Deck is another pool and some jacuzzis. As you can tell, yet again, it is crowded. As you guys know, I'm not really into the crowd thing. I prefer to be on a deck when there's very few people, and I definitely don't like being around the loud music. Yeah. So if you want that peace and quiet, this is where you need to come, the Serenity Deck. Yeah, you'll hear a little bit of music, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet. And you're definitely going to be able to relax. All right, staying with the food on the Lido Deck, still near to the back of the pool, there is Pizzeria del Capitano. Now, this place is open 24 hours, which is nice. And for the record, this is more of a New York style pizza. I'm more Chicago style. All right, Carnival, I have no idea what you did to the pizza. It used to be okay. I mean, it was still crappy pizza, but it had some flavor at least. Whatever y'all did to it, sucks. Oh, is pizza supposed to do that? I don't know. It's terrible. There's no tomato flavor. The cheese is terrible. It just sucks. I mean, the crust is like a cracker. You need to improve on that. All right, going to the top of the boat, a little bit more relaxation is the Cloud9 Spa. So if you want your manicure, pedicure, full body massage, that kind of thing, this is where you're gonna come. Now, also in the same area, if relaxation isn't your thing, you can hit the gym, where you get your swole on. And shockingly, it's rarely crowded. It's on a vacation. Who wants to work out on their vacation? At the very top of the boat is the mini golf course. Now, kids and adults love this place. While at sea, it gets pretty crowded. At port, there's hardly nobody using it. Now, if mini golf isn't your thing, behind the smokestack is a basketball court. All right, guys, before I go any further, please help support my page by clicking on the little red box to subscribe. And click on the little bell, and that way, every time a new video gets posted, you'll be notified and you can check out a new destination.
Which of the following is not the name of a real galaxy? A. Andromeda, B. Galileo, or C. Sombrero?
All right, you had enough sun. You want to get out of the sun. You want to suck up some AC, kind of slow things down. Pretty much all crews in the Ocean Plaza, they have something going on. Typically, it's trivia. It might be a dance class. Or sometimes, later at night, it may just be some little bit mellower music. You might want to just chill out and have a drink. And speaking of having a drink, this is where the Alchemy Bar is located. All right, for all you parents who have kids 12 to 14 years of age, this is where you might want to send them so you can have some time alone. This is the Circle C Club. And here they get to mingle with kids their own age and kind of have fun of their own. All right, for those kids that are 15 to 17, just right next door, you can come to the O2 Club. Same setup, get the kids out there, good to go. Also for the kids, there is the Warehouse Arcade. Now it rarely gets busy down here because most kids have games on their phones they like to play. Now you're not going to find any classic arcade games here. Most of it's new stuff. And a lot of gimmicks like games that make you think you can win prizes, but are really more like a children's version of gambling. I don't even waste my time on it, or my money. And this right here is my favorite game. At least I feel like I'm getting something accomplished. For your late night entertainment, there is the Encore Lounge. And this is where you're going to go to see your Vegas style shows. Now in Cruise Pass, I have to admit the shows were a little dated. They've updated it, they've got some new technology, and they've made it a lot better than what it used to be.
I couldn't forget
How do you remember me?
I was doing a trivia, and you were photo girl. I was doing a trivia. What's your name?
What's your name?
Kate.
My name's Chris.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
All right. They also use the Encore Lounge to host game shows.
Green, yellow, blue. Here we go.
And of course,
Next up is
lots and lots of bingo.
And 33. 14, if you got it, let me get a whoop whoop.
And if giving away your money is your thing, you can also go up to the Promenade Deck where the casino is located and you can contribute to Carnival's bottom line. You can also get your daily dose of lung cancer because of all the smoking up here. And this is the Burgundy Lounge, and if you want a good seat for a good comedy show, you need to get here a little bit early, about 30 minutes. Just outside of the Burgundy Lounge is the piano bar. Now, if this is your kind of thing, this is where you want to be. And just a warning, sometimes things can get a little bit out of control.
What? Why are you laughing? Why not laughing? Because there's no fucking free pussy.
Now, if you're in a karaoke, you can just walk across the hallway and you can sing your little heart out. All right, it's been a long day. You're tired. You're ready to go back to your room and get some sleep. Well, this is our room. It's an interior room, which we always pick because, one, it's cheaper, and number two, we just like it better. It's a typical interior bedroom. They're all the same, no matter which one you're in. All interiors are the same. As you can see, although this is on a wide-angle lens, it looks like it's a pretty big room. In reality, it's not. This space quickly evaporates, especially when you got luggage and other things around. If you got more than 2 people, it'll definitely evaporate like that. All right, here's your bathroom. As you can see, not too wide. Either way, it's basically built for one. Just a stand-up shower. There's no tub, so it's your standard cruise bathroom. Built for one. All right, you wake up in the morning. It's time for breakfast, and this is my favorite time to go to the buffet. There's always a huge variety of breakfast items. If any of y'all have ever seen my other cruise reviews, you've heard me talk about the powdered eggs they serve. Well, on this cruise, Carnival has changed their eggs. Tastes like real eggs. So kudos to you. Good job. Alright, for all of you looking for your souvenirs, this is where you're gonna come to, is the fun shops. Also, you can get your items that you may have left at home by accident, like your deodorant or your toothpaste. They also sell liquor and cigarettes here. The only problem is you can't have either one until you make it back home and get off the boat, which really defeats the purpose, don't it? I kind of want my liquor on the boat. All right, some of the things they really like to sell here on the boat is cologne and perfume, jewelry, and watches. Now, I don't know anything about jewelry and watches, but as far as perfume is concerned, my wife wears a particular scent, and she swears by it that you can save a few bucks buying your perfume or your cologne here. But just to be on the safe side, price it before you get on the boat, that way you know for sure. All right, it's lunchtime, and you want something hot and you want something fresh. This is a place you want to go. Now, just be warned, sometimes the line for this can get kind of long. Sometimes it may take you up to 30 minutes to get your food, but that's just the price you got to pay for something that's really good. And if you're not sure you're going to like it, well, get it anyway. It don't cost you anything. You already paid for it. Always be willing to try something new, especially when you're on a cruise. If sushi is your thing, you can come to Banzai Sushi. The good thing about this place is it's rarely crowded. I can say, however, I have never eaten here, and that is pretty much because the selection is extremely limited. The 2 main dining rooms is the Crimson and Scarlet restaurant, and this is where most people go for their evening meals. Although the buffet is open if you don't like the big formal dining area. Most evenings, the wife and I do choose to eat here. The selection is good, the food is pretty good, and if you want more, you can always order more, free of charge. Now, one thing that I really don't like about the dining room is I don't find the desserts very good. So I always go here to the coffee bar to get mine. Now, the downside is you have to pay for your dessert here. But they have the best cake, and my favorite is they have unbelievable milkshakes, which I typically get 1 or 2 a day. All right, now I'm going to the place I love the most, and that's the Chef's Art Steakhouse. All right, I want to tell you why I think you need to come to Chef's Art Steakhouse. Well, number 1, it's my favorite place to come. Number 2, it's better than the food they have in the main dining room. Number 3, for $35, you're going to get appetizer, a salad, a main entree, and a dessert. For $35, it's pretty cheap.
That thing is gigantic. That's a steak right there. Nice big fillet. Wow.
Now I've told you what the best place is to eat. Now I'm going to tell you about the absolute worst, which is the Pig and Anchor Barbecue. All right, we've been waiting in line for about 30 minutes, and this barbecue better be worth it. It's taken us almost 1 hour to get up to the front of this thing. Well, at least the staff was happy. I wasn't. So the first impressions is it's dry, it's overcooked, it's not much flavor. Sauces don't have much flavor. It definitely wasn't worth waiting the hour to get any of this. At this point, I would tell you to avoid it, especially if you're a fan of barbecue. All right, you see that? That's seasoning. You should never pull off that much seasoning off of any meat. I don't care what it is. That's gross. The macaroni and cheese decent. Potato salad's decent. Everything else. Ugh. All right, so the final review of the Pig and Anchor Barbecue. Don't even waste your time. Now, I've shared with you some of the things that I liked and some of the things I didn't like. But don't let that discourage you, because ultimately you came on a cruise to relax. And I promise you, you'll get plenty of time to relax. If you want to see some of my other videos on Carnival Cruise, click on one of the video links. Or click on subscribe for future updates.